Well, I want to go ahead and welcome you to the Do What You Love Summit. I'm your host, Jackie Cote, and today we are talking all about how to build a powerful online presence, how to make pivots in any economy, and how to get out there doing what it is that you absolutely love. And so I'm so excited to be able to put this together. And I'm so excited today to have my guest with me. She is coming to you live outside of the state of Texas, and this is Becky Beach. So welcome, Becky. I'm so glad
Oh,
to have you
hi.
here.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. I'm really happy to be here.
Awesome. So I know I just kind of shared with them where you're based and what your name is, but I'd love to have you share a little bit about what it is that you do that you really love.
Oh, sure. Yes. I sell digital products. I've done this, for like 6 years now. I started with my blog, mombeach.com, when I was pregnant with my son. So I was working a full-time job. My boss was just really mean and cruel, and he would tell me I wasn't creative enough, and he just hurt my heart so bad. So I decided to look for something else to do. Like I wanted to be able to spend time with my son because I was working like 60-hour weeks. I was a web developer, and a designer. So I was just spending all that time working. And I spent more time with my son's picture than with him.
Wow, wow. So that really was like the reason why. And I love that you share that because it's like that was for me one of the reasons why I even left full time. I had a baby boy and I was like, I've got to leave and raise him.
Yes.
And so I love that that was the reason why that you decided to shift. So how did you decide that digital products was going to be the way for you to get out there and share and pivot what you were doing?
Well, I was doing drop shipping for several years. That was my first, point in an online business, was doing drop shipping. And when COVID hits, all the companies in China closed. That's where I was drop shipping from. And I was getting a lot of customers upset because their product was taking so long, and now their product wasn't going to come at all. So I had to give all these refunds out, and it almost put me in bankruptcy. I was giving all these refunds. So then I decided I got to sell something different. So I decided to sell digital products because you don't need to do any shipping; they get it instantaneously.
I love that. I love that. So just kind of walk people through that because we'll have some people that are like, oh, yeah, digital product, of course. And then we'll have other people that are saying, like, well, what do I even put in a digital product? So, how did you get clear on what to put in your digital product and, go from there?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yes. I sell like digital planners that people could like, they're kind of like printable planners, like people can download them to their computer and then print them off. They can print off as many pages as they want. Then they can put them into like a notebook, kind of like this binder, So this is
Oh,
like a
cool.
printable, and it's inside of a binder. It's a planner. And they can just print it off. They can just use it, as a planner, because planners, like the Aaron Condren ones are like $50. They're like real expensive. And my planners will start at like $7. You can just print it off, and you have a planner right at your computer. You can just from your printer, you just get it automatically.
Yeah, I love that. So you saw like something that was out there that was probably too expensive for most people, and you decided to make an option that was more affordable. And so my next question then is, how did you find people to sell it to? Because I know, that's one of the challenges. Like I might have an idea, like, okay, what is it? I want to do this or I want to do that. How do you then find an audience of people that want to actually buy it? What did you do to be able to do that?
Well, I had my blog for like since I was pregnant with my son for like 6 years now. So meanwhile, I had been nurturing the audience, and I was getting subscribers by offering free planners, little free planners. But then they could sign up, and when they signed up, they're redirected to like a sales page where they can buy like a big giant group of planners, like a bundle. So that's how I was getting subscribers. So I was nurturing my subscribers by doing that, by giving something free. Because if you get something free out, like a sample of your work, then you get a subscriber, and then you can email the subscriber like the big planner, and they might be interested because they like the small one, because that caused them to subscribe and give their email.
Love it, love it. And it's funny because when I'm often coaching clients, that's one of the things I see people do wrong. Instead of offering something for free, they're like, want to sign up for my email list. And I'm like, nobody wants to just sign up
Yes.
for your email list. But if
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
give me something, then yeah, now I want to sign up. So what I hear you saying is that you've got to offer something of value to have people subscribe and want to say yes. And you've been able to, with that, how big have you been able to grow your audience?
Well, now I have over 50 thousand subscribers. Like I started with no nothing. And I was just offering a freebie, and now I have several freebies on my blog. It's like they're all like little sales funnels. So I get like a freebie, they sign up, and they're redirected to a sales page. Because in the form, like I use ConvertKit, in the form you can actually put, a sales page so that they're redirected to. So then when they sign up, they're sent to a sales page, and that's where they can purchase.
Love it, love it. Yeah, so this is really powerful. You guys take notes, you guys write this down. I know for me, it took me years to figure out just this, what Becky just shared. And it's so important to have that. And, I bet when you were sitting at that job, like hating what was happening at your job, did you ever think you could grow an audience of 50,000 subscribers?
Oh, no, no, not at all. Like at first, I was doing what you said before. Like I said, sign up for tips and tricks on my blog. Nobody was signing up. I was getting crickets. But it wasn't until I started offering like a free printable that people start signing up.
So how does it feel now knowing that you've got this big community of people that, really look to you for support and value in this area?
Oh, it's just unbelievable feeling because like I help my moms with self-care. That's what like I really stress is self-care because as a mom, you're putting everybody's needs before your own. And then when you go on an airplane, they said to put the mask on yourself first, and then you can help other people. But moms, they just put the mask on last. They help everybody else first, but they got to put the mask on first.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So let's talk a little bit about your personal journey with weight loss. And, even I know you've been able to like amass a big community through your planners. And then more recently, you've been sharing something that you're personally journeying through. What have you seen happen with that following? Like, first of all, were you afraid to go out there and share that journey? Because I know sometimes people have personal things they're dealing with. I know, I was a victim of a fire when I was a child, and
Terrible.
I never like really tell people about it because I had like survivor's guilt and all of this stuff. And it wasn't until I started to realize that like it's okay, that things started to really shift for me, and until I started to heal that. And so I'd love to know, for you, were you afraid at all to even share your weight loss journey with the world?
Well, I just want to get my story out there because I used to weigh like 400 pounds. That was my heaviest weight. And I just decided that one day enough was enough. I was eating fast food, meals. Like I was going to Taco Bueno and getting like the Mexi dip and chips and eating like two of them. And I was just out of control. I just couldn't stop eating food. I'll go to a buffet and I have like 3 plates of food,
Mhm.
and I just wanted, eat as much as possible all the time. I don't know what my deal was, but then I said, I need to stop this because, I'm unhealthy, like I need to to a healthy weight for my child. Like I don't have the energy to take care of my child. So then I got down to 200. And
Mhm.
then like I kind of gained some weight over COVID, because when COVID hit, like I
We
wasn't
all
exercising
did.
as much. Yeah.
Yeah, we all gained the COVID 30. So,
Oh yeah, yes, I need to, get back on my diet, so I've been eating like low carb and making sure to walk like 30 minutes a day.
love it, love it. And so what have you found? Because, if you guys go check her out on Instagram and you see her journey and, just what are you sharing and things like that, what have you found um, about sharing the journey? Like, what have you discovered has happened as you share the journey?
Well, it keeps me on track because I said there's all these people counting on me to lose my weight. It's not just me anymore. I got all these people behind me and they are supporting me and they want to see me get to a healthy weight. Like they're depending on me. So then that kind of helps me through the day. If there's like some ice creams, I love ice cream, and like sweets. There's some ice cream calling my name. They go, "Hey, you gotta eat me, you gotta eat me." I said, "No, no, I got all these people behind me. I can't eat you."
You're like me. I like have dialogues with donuts and stuff. Like I've got this vegan donut place that I love in town. On my Instagram this morning, I sent it to my husband. I'm like, this is a great way to say I love you. Give me some of these donuts.
Oh no.
Yes, you're right. But in all seriousness, though, what I hear you saying, and I teach often about how to like start a movement. And we just did this huge workshop, had about 200 people attend around your movement. What's your movement in the world? And what I hear you saying is just by you going on this journey and sharing it publicly, my guess is that you've inspired people, you're showing people what's possible, and now you've got like a little movement of people that want to do it with you. And that is that what you're
Yeah, yes.
is that
Yeah, I
what you're
get emails all the time of these women saying, because of you, I'm inspired to like try to get healthy because I want to have energy for my child, you know?
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. So for those people that are watching, we have some people that are watching that are in the stage of, okay, like what do I love and how do I do it? And then we have other people that want to be able to love what they do like from head to toe, like maybe they're
Mhm.
already clear, but they just haven't liked it a lot or like fallen out of love with it. So what advice would you give someone who is wanting to put something out in the world that they love?
Well, I would say, maybe start like your own social media, maybe like a TikTok channel, like that's really popular. You can just post little short videos, little short videos with your phone. You don't need like a big giant camera or any expensive equipment. You just use your phone. You can just post little tiny journals every day on TikTok, and you can get a following. Because I've been doing little videos on TikTok here and there about my family, and I think I got like 1,000 people on my TikTok already.
Wow. Wow.
It's just
That's
a real simple way to get like a following, and to get your story out there,
mhm. Yeah, I love that. And I love just, I think, the other thing that I'll ask you before we have you share how people can connect with you is, you offer planners, right? And I hear you share that you've got a little one. I know I've got three little ones. How do you
Mhm.
fit time in to even be a great mom and run a business?
Well, I usually work with my sons at school. Like today, he stayed home because he's not feeling well. Like he had COVID last week. So I just try to fit it in when he's at school. Like I'll do my work then. And then and I'll pick him up, early. Like that way he's not there like all day. Like I used to have him at daycare until 6 o'clock every night. And I didn't get any time with him. And then by the time he got home, he was tired. He went to bed.
Hmm. Yeah, so you changed that. So now you said you work now during the day and then
Yes, yes. When he's at school, I'll do more because he's in kindergarten now.
okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, my little ones, I've got one in second grade, one in kindergarten, and then I've got a 1 year old
Oh,
that
1 year old. Wow.
yes, he's home, and I started basically drilling my work down to when he's napping. And so that's when I'm able to get some great stuff done. So what I hear you saying though is, and I guess even with the planners you offer, like what advice would you give people as far as planning out things in a way that they can actually have great results happen?
I like to use the Google Calendar because you can use it on your phone, you can use it on your desktop, and you can plan things out. And then it'll even remind you when you got to do things, and then I'll instead of using a to-do list, because a to-do list is really stressful. You get like a big long list of things to do. And you're like, oh, I can't do any of this. It's so overwhelming. But if you like block out little blocks of time on a Google Calendar, and I even use this little digital timer, for my blocks of time. I use the Pomodoro technique. And it's 25-minute time blocks. In between the 5 minutes, I'll get up and stretch, move around because you're not supposed to sit at your chair for like longer than 20 minutes at a time because it's bad for your heart.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's a great tip for you guys watching to use a timer, like time block. I know for me, that time blocking has been like my saving grace. And I
Yes.
love that. Like, I know I try to always get things done in the morning that are the hardest things to do, so that that's done and over with. And then I can kind of coach or do an interview or something later. So I love that you share that. Any last thoughts that you want to share before we share with people how to connect with you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm just extremely proud that I have my own business. I'm just really happy. And I want the same for you if you're watching, because it's just so hard to just like work for other people. When you start working for yourself, that's where you see results because you can just grow your business like as far as you want. Because when you work for somebody else, you're on a fixed income. Because I was just making 5,000 a month for my job. But then when I started my own business, I started making like 30,000 a month and more, because I was just working for myself. I wasn't, in a fixed income. And at the time, I didn't really think I was in a fixed income because when you hear fixed income, you think of someone elderly, they're getting money from the government, but you're actually on a fixed income because you're getting money, the same paycheck every single week. And like you barely get any raises. I was only getting like a 2% raise.
Yeah, yeah, and that's such a good point. Like a lot of times people don't. They think, "Oh, well," I know for me, like I used to work as a media spokeswoman and I made about $60,000 a year. And I never considered myself like you. It's like I never considered myself on a fixed income. I thought I was doing great. Like I'm like, I've got the company car, I've got the company credit card, I've got a schedule that I can come
Mhm.
and go. But when I looked at it, you're right. It was like $5,000 a month. And let's not talk about student loans, and so I love that you share that because being able to have the business allows me to say, okay, this is going to be a big launch month and I'm going to do X. And so that's really powerful. How have you, if you were to give like a last piece of wisdom to those watching, how do you do $30,000 a month? I think sometimes people hear us use those terms. We're like, oh, we're a six-figure entrepreneur or a seven-figure entrepreneur. We just did, I was telling one of my accountability partners, I was like, we just did a launch yesterday and did $10,000 from one webinar. And so, how can you just tell our audience, like, how are some ways that you could do, or how is it that you've been able to do $30,000 a month?
Well, every single month I make a course, like I'm making products every month. Like I'll make a course every month. I'll make a planner every month, both print and digital. I make digital planners that you can use on GoodNotes. It's like a tablet program. And then I also make like a course, so I have goals every single month. And because I don't work anymore, at a job, I got plenty of time. I can do it. And the courses are the little mini courses. They aren't like big giant, long courses. They're mini courses with short, actionable videos. And
Mm.
I just record myself talking, make slides with canva.com. It's like a free program where you can actually, they actually have slide templates like PowerPoint slides. That way you don't have to pay for PowerPoint. So it's just super easy to get started, making your own courses. You could film them and then you could upload them to ThriveCart. ThriveCart now has ThriveCart Learn, and it's a one-time fee. You only pay like one time. It's not like every single month like Teachable or like Kajabi, it's one-time fee. So I use ThriveCart Learn for my courses. So you can just make yourself digital courses. You could make planners, and sell them to your audience. Or if you don't have an audience, you can just make a social media account, maybe a little TikTok, and start, filming TikTok videos every day. And pretty soon you'll get an audience that way too.
Yeah, I love it. So daily content, actually having something that people can say yes to. What's been your
Mhm.
most popular courses?
Well, I just launched this one called Transformational Printables, and it's how to make printables using user experience design. I used to be a user experience designer for 20 years for like American Airlines and like Tenant Health and various other Fortune 500 companies. So I showed how I use my UX design when I make my printables,
Love it.
and
Love
it
it.
was a really popular course. It did 13,000 in sales.
Wow, incredible. So again, people that are watching, she's taking the things that she used to do, full time, and now using and giving people content and resources to let them learn and so forth. And so that's so powerful. Thank you so much, Becky, for sharing.
Oh,
I'd
sure.
love to know, like, do you have a free gift for the audience that they can check out and be able to connect with you later?
Oh, yes, I have a free blogging planner. It's if you want to start a blog, it's a big giant planner. It's like really like almost over 100 pages, of content. And you can like track your affiliates, that you sign up with, and your blogging daily, your daily blogging content with it. It's a really awesome planner.
Love it, love it. So we'll make sure to include a link for that here so that you guys can check that out. And just want to give you so much kudos. We want to encourage you to go out there and do what you love so that you can really start living and enjoying your life on a whole nother level. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys.
Oh, thank you.